Labeled Ignorance, Part 2B. Alright, so when I left off, I was talking about my friend Sean and how we pick up right where we left off. This video is going to be short because I have like 6 minutes till I go to work. So there might be a Part 2C before we ever get to Part 3. Okay, the thing about labels in general. Labels sometimes offend people. I ought to know. Being called chief was very fucking offensive to me. No, I did not deny my native heritage. I just got tired of being called chief when I know that's not my name. I didn't earn that rank. It's the same thing like when we joined the army. There's a military saying. I know we say it in the army. I know they say it in the Marines. I do not know if they say it in the Navy or the Air Force, but don't call me sir. I work for a living. That is the military saying. If you bump into a soldier who is the rank of captain, you can call him sir. Every other soldier in NCO always told me, don't call me sir, I work for a living. Yes, drill sergeant, no drill sergeant. Yes, lieutenant, no lieutenant. Yes, commander, no commander. Yes, first sergeant, yes, staff sergeant, etc., etc. You see where I'm going? You see with these labels. So those are labels of authority in the military. All right? If you are a police officer, I call you Officer such and such, just like I did with Officer Robinson and Officer Romanek. Now, I'm hoping that I'm opening your minds to the life that I've had. I'm hoping that I open your minds to why I do not have to go looking for your pronouns. Why I do not have to label you by your pronouns. Why I will constantly call you by your name that you tell me to call you. If someone asks me about you, I will give them your name and tell you to go ask them. Why? Because I don't know your pronouns. I'm never going to know your pronouns. And you have to accept that some of us aren't mentally capable of knowing or remembering your pronouns. But y'all didn't think about that on my TikTok page. Y'all didn't think about the fact that maybe I have a brain deficiency. After all, in video 1 or video 2, I did mention that I've had about 7 concussions. Would you like to know those stories? Because the first concussion I ever got, I was 5 years old. And I thought that I was the greatest American hero. But it was before I knew I was part native. When I just thought I was part black and part white. When I really just wanted to be black. And I ran off my mom's car. And I leaped 5 feet out, 5 feet up. And I had a 5-foot drop onto a glass bottle. Still have the scar under this eyebrow. The first 3 stitches, the first day of school that I did not attend. Why? Because I was in the hospital. Because the first thing I did, I ran in the house and said, hey, Mom, what is this red shit? Now, that should tell you how dumb I was and how smart I was at the same time. I never bled before that day. Didn't bleed much after that day until I learned how to shave. But, you know, I ran in the house 5 years old. Hey, Mom, what's this red shit? Mom, being a nurse, then unfortunately being a mother outweighed being a nurse, so she panicked and threw me in the car. Took me to the university hospital. They dug the glass out of my head. They put me to sleep. But that shit really didn't work because I could still feel them digging the glass out of my head. I could have lost an eye. But why did I tell you this story? Because I mentioned I had a concussion. Concussions lead to delayed brain damage. I had a couple more concussions, somewhere between the ages of 2nd grade and 5th grade, because in one of those grades, during the summertime, me and my cousin Brian was jumping, God rest his soul, he also changed his name to Omar before he passed. We were jumping across the picnic table, doing things that black kids do. I was the irresistible force. He was the unmovable object. We smack heads. He follows my body down to the ground, but my head hits the ground also. So I have a knot on this side of my head, I have a knot on that side of the head. And I wake up, they have my hand pretty much taped to my head with a block of ice and the thing. I looked like a Klingon and a Ferengi had a baby when that shit was done. Okay? Had a concussion. Did we go get me checked out? Nope. Because black kids don't go to the hospital. We tough it out. Years down the road, Me and my boy Mish Early, and thanks to Coach Bean, we're going to play football. I don't like football. I can't catch. I did not catch the ball. The ball hit me in the chest and bounced off. I don't play football. Everybody hollers the magic words that have stuck with me until that day. Dive for it. And I dove for it. And so did Mish Early. And then my lights went out. Didn't pay the power bill. Our heads connected. Boom. That's my first legal concussion. So, Mish got up. He may have scored a touchdown. I woke up, in and out, as Mr. Bean carried me to the infirmary. Later that night, I called my mom all kinds of whores and bitches and wenches because I thought that I was fucking Christopher Columbus, because the last thing we learned in school that day, before that incident with my head hitting Mish head at recess, was Christopher Columbus. So yeah, I'm going to make a part 3, but I'm going to have to make a part 2C to finish this off, because that was my 2 o'clock alarm clock and I need to go to work. So thank you guys for watching. I'm Echo Fan Grey Wolf. I hope I opened up your mind just a little bit.